Let the games begin.
Happy Monday, Jeff Coffin.
Hey.
Hey, and happy spring to you.
Yeah, happy spring to you too. Are the trees doing everything they're doing at your place that they're doing at my place?
Oh, they are beautiful. Today I planted blueberry bushes.
Ah, very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
It's part of my Finnish heritage. We just have to plant blueberry bushes every now and then.
What parallel is Finland at? Do you know?
It's north. Yes,
Yeah.
It's north. And there's a law in Finland that it's called the blueberry law, that anyone can pick blueberries on anyone's property during blueberry season. It's considered
Really?
every man's right to blueberries.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So
blueberries, they grow on every mountain there, and every little hill.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, I grew up for part of my life in Maine, and we would go blueberry picking a lot.
Oh,
And
really?
and so I was just wondering, because we were on the 45th parallel in a little town called Dexter, which is, it's halfway between the equator and the North Pole.
Ah.
And because, of course, everything is 90 degrees, to the middle, to the top, the way the grid is on the Earth. And so I was just curious if it was kind of the same parallel, because wine grows at the same parallel around the world also.
Yeah.
It's kind of an equidistance, so you have certain crops that are, at one point, at another point, at another point, all the way down, and top to bottom, so like what's above the equator, sort of the same stuff grows below the equator. It seems like at the same parallel. It's like there's wine in California
Yes.
and France and Oregon as there is like in Argentina.
What that means is that my blueberry bushes don't have a very good chance, I think, in Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, we've got a couple. We usually get about a half a dozen berries a year.
Yeah, last time I planted blueberry bushes, I got 3 berries a year. Yes, so
Yes. Yeah, well, I think the
it's
birds
not
get
like
them
Maine.
too.
It's
No,
not like Finland.
Maine.
Yeah,
Right.
so,
But you can't grow peaches in Finland.
true. Yes.
And we can grow peaches here and Asian pear and we've got persimmon trees also.
You have a great garden. It's
We have
really
an amazing
cool.
garden. My wife has done an incredible job. She has
Yes.
4 green thumbs. Yeah,
I think so.
it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been great, and everything is blooming, and it's just so beautiful, man. It's my favorite time of year.
Well, we hope to
coming
visit
back
you in
to life.
Lyoko sometime soon.
Yeah, we can do a little outdoor hang-a-rang.
Yeah.
And we're about to get our second vaccinations.
Oh, great.
This week, actually. Yeah, this week. Yeah. So knock on wood that we won't feel it too badly.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So, well, if you have a good immune system, then you might feel some symptoms. Yep.
Yeah,
That's what I
well,
hear.
that's what I wonder. Like, if you have a terrible immune system, is that like, do you have no reaction at all? Is it like, oh, you're totally screwed? You didn't feel anything. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Well, I have to admit that I spent some of the day laying bricks and pavers. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
getting that back in
Uh-huh.
the patio into shape. Who needs free weights when you can lay bricks?
That's true. Yeah. I hope you're wearing gloves.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I'm getting some work done here. Also, you'll hear like little bits and pieces of stuff being done. So I'm having some. Let's see. How can I get out of my own way? That's my life's goal. How can I get out of my own way? No, I'm having some cabinets put in here and in the other corner, and so my studio is an absolute wreck right now. But from chaos comes order. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah. Well, here I am talking to one of the greatest musicians in the world, and we are talking about, a home repair work and gardening. So maybe
we haven't been on the road for a year, so it's like, well, our focus has drastically altered.
That's right. So people who are popping in here are saying, "Oh yes, that's right, Jeff Coffin from Dave Matthews Band." Yeah, they heard you, and they also heard you with Bela Fleck and the Flecktones.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So many times, and Mike and Tom and Gail and tell Fred they all say hi.
Yeah. Well, hello everybody.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. And
Are they tuning in from Finland? Is that
people do tune in from everywhere. Let me see if anyone's tuning in from Finland yet to correct us on all of our the blueberry law. Wait a minute. We do have that Finland is 60 degrees north latitude at its
they need a latitude adjustment.
Southernmost border.
Finland needs a latitude adjustment.
Yes, I think so. Okay, well, all right. Thank you, Tom, for that information. Let's see. Do you have any hellos to say while we're doing hellos?
Yeah. Justin and TJ Canning. I want to say hello to them. Hello, great. Justin and TJ. Yeah.
Hello, Juan Carlos.
Yeah. Colombia, South America.
He's
hey,
there,
Juan Carlos.
And he's calling in from Colombia, South America.
All right.
Yes.
Right on. St. Louis. Where's everybody else from? I'm curious. Tom and Mike and Gail, Tull, Fred. Fred got some cake after his second shot, apparently. So the second shot was a piece of cake, as easy as the first. Right on.
Okay. Good.
Chicago. All right. Yeah, where else? Where else is everybody calling in from? Calling in from. Nobody's really calling, are they?
Yeah.
It's not like we can hear them, but we can see them.
Yeah.
When they say hello.
Yeah. Well, let's do a swap here, and
let's do that.
Let me get ready to do a little music for you, because I know that's what people really want to hear, and this is a tune that I call "Living Out a Dream." Here, let's see. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So, did I tell you what that tune is about? How that came about? Living Out a Dream. Actually, the entire tune came to me in a dream, except for that little improv part. And so that improv part that you played, and you know, I've never had anyone play it before like you. Like that's the way I'd always envisioned that improv part. It's just like you played it, you know?
That's what I like to hear.
So yeah, I mean, it was just amazing to hear that. And I wonder if I should tell them the dream. I wonder if there's anyone in there who analyzes dreams, and maybe they'll think I'm really weird. Whoop, we lost your sound. Let's see, I think your mic got muted.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. You probably said some deleted expletives.
right in the middle of all this, like the power on this side of the studio went out.
Wow.
So I've restarted, but I think I'm okay here. Let me see if I can hear with the other mic. 1 second.
Okay, good. Well, I'll tell a little bit about the story while you're doing that. So the dream started off where I was underneath a tree, and the sun was shining, and the leaves were blowing in the wind, and I was looking at the reflection of the leaves underneath the tree, making this design, this moving design, and that's where that first part of the melody came in.
Oh yeah.
And then the dream changed, and that's where the music changes. It gets to the little more up-tempo bit. And I'm inside a square room rising up through a round skylight. And then when I get up to the top, there's another square room with another round skylight. And I'm rising up through these skylights. And then it was 3 guitars. It was a nylon string, a steel string, and an electric guitar playing the parts. And you were playing the electric guitar part, essentially. Yeah. So anyway, if anyone there analyzes dreams and thinks that I'm a very strange person because of that, go ahead and post what you think that really means. But it's the first time, you know, I sang it into a microphone and wrote down part of it and went back to sleep again. And, you know, that happens all the time. But and most of the time my dream music is not very good, you know. And I have a theory that everyone has music in the background of their dreams. It's just the first thing that we forget when we wake up. You know?
That you might not be wrong about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not be wrong about that. I've definitely had some stuff, you know, come out of dreams also, some tunes. You know, it's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah.
It happen.
Yeah.
Muriel, I'm gonna try to restart my computer also to see if I can make it happen, so that that when I play, it won't be through the phone. It'll actually be through this microphone right here.
Okay, I'll pop you out of the screen, and then I'll let you back in.
No, I'm good for now. I mean, we can chat for now.
Oh, okay.
I'm restarting while we're going here. So.
Oh, okay.
You know, we'll see what happens.
All right.
This is what you get when you get live, you know.
Yeah. Was it live or was it?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm looking. We've got nobody is analyzing the dreams yet that I can see that are popping in. Not that I'm seeing in my feed anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Well, you know, I've been told that if you think of yourself as everyone in the dream,
yeah,
that you know you can kind of start to almost self-analyze it.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember my dreams very often anymore. Every now and then, but you know, not so often. And, but I've had some very interesting dreams in my day.
Yes. Well, I mean, a lot of people say, "Boy, it must be a dream to play with Dave Matthews."
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. How did that come about? How did you end up starting to play with Dave Matthews?
Well, you know, I met them through the Flecktones originally, and when I was at Bela, because I was with Bela for 14 years,
mm-hmm.
and then in 2008, Leroy Moore had a really bad ATV wreck, and I got called early July. It's like July 1st or something, and I got called to sub for him for a few months while he recovered,
Mm-hmm.
and because he had some pretty bad breaks. And hey, Muriel, can you hear this one with reverb?
Yes.
Okay, hang on 1 second for me. So I'm going to shut my phone off, and I'm going to. You can hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, I think I'm
Okay.
back.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
back.
right
The
on.
new and improved Jeff is back.
That's right. This isn't the early me. This is the new me. So anyway, so I got called to sub for a couple of months, like maybe 3 or 4 months, and I had to change a bunch of stuff around for my summer. But we weren't really working much with the Flecktones at that time. Bela was doing some of his classical stuff. Vic was doing some different things, and so I basically had 24 hours notice because when I was contacted, Dave Bendett, who's the Flecktones manager, told me about this whole thing. I said, well, I said, great. I said, well, when do they need me? And he said, right away. And I said, well, what's right away? And he said, the next gig's tomorrow in Charlotte. and here was the thing. I was in New York. I was driving from New York to Massachusetts, and all my gear was in Nashville, and the gig was in Charlotte. So I had to triangulate things in a very particular way to make it work, and which we did, and I scribbled out as quickly as I could some charts when Rashawn Ross, the trumpet player, so he would sing the parts to me, and I would scribble them out, and Dave would come in with his guitar, kind of sing through them, and here's the part, blah blah blah. So I had a 3-ring binder with music in plastic sheets and a stand light and clothespins and a light, total analog on the thing, and just made it through like that. And then Roy passed in August of that year from injuries, complications from his injuries, and it was tragic. And at the end of the year, we talked about it, and they asked me to stay on, and I had talked with Bela, and he said, they're going to offer you the gig, man. He says, you got to take it. He says, it's a once in a lifetime. And so, I mean, for a leader to have that kind of insight and that kind of, understanding of the situation was incredible. So I've been under two, really amazing leaders as a musician. And I'm going to turn my volume up. Sorry about that. So, I'm very, very grateful for that. And I've learned a lot from both of them, and still great friends with Bela, and just played with Vic and Future Man yesterday with Bob Lenzetti from Snarky Puppy, the guitar player from Snarky Puppy.
Yeah.
Did a little thing over at Michael Weintraub's place. He told me you were over there a couple
Yep.
of days ago.
Yep.
And so that was really fun. It was great to play with people, and so I'm still great friends with them, and hopefully we'll all make some music together. I actually did record a tune during the shutdown. Some friends, Alana Rockland, the bassist.
I've
Do you
heard
ever know her?
Yeah.
Anyways, she and her husband were living out in California, and they lost their house in the wildfires. And thankfully, they were fine. They were able to get their gear out. But I had written a tune for them, and I got all 5 of us are on there: me, Bela, Howard, Victor, and Future Man, for the very first time. And so I'm going. When I'm able to get that out, I might do an NFT for it. But to help them with their finances, and so I might sell the original version of that as an NFT, and put the money towards helping them out with all their expenses.
Great.
But,
Well, you've certainly stayed busy during this pandemic. It seems like you're doing one
Yeah.
project after another. Wow.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff and teaching a lot, and putting out etude books, and recording a lot of music. I've got 3 full-length records. I just put out 2 duo records. One just came out a couple of days ago. This one with Helen Gillet, this really wonderful cellist out of New Orleans.
Oh, that's a
And,
wonderful album. I listened
No,
to
thanks.
that.
I'm very happy with
Wow.
it. Then I had a duo project come out with this guy Derek Brown, who's another saxophonist. He does a lot of beatbox saxophone stuff, and I recorded both of those records here in the studio. and which is right now a disaster mess. But Rob is making it happen back there. And,
well, how can people get those albums?
they can go to my website, jeffcoffin.com.
Okay,
And
we'll
all
have
the
that
information
linked.
is there. Yeah.
I'll link that on my master links page, which should be underneath murielanderson.com/now.
Yeah, right
so
on.
I'll keep that linked this week too,
Yeah.
so you can
Yeah.
go there. And also, I want to invite everyone. I'm doing a free full-length live stream concert with Brian's visuals on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
So please do join me for that. So that'll be fun, and that's all that information's there as well.
Uh-huh.
So I
Right
haven't
on.
done a full concert for a while, so it'll be.
Oh, that's cool.
be good.
That's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Way to do it. Well, speaking of music, do you want to try one live here?
Yeah,
Let's see
yeah.
what
So we've playing live is a very difficult thing. But we've picked a tune of yours that I think it's going to work.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sort of like the melody is kind of loose enough around what you're playing that that when we did it before it was pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give everybody a little taste of that.
Yeah.
And
this one actually has to do with dreams as well. There was one time where I was just, relaxing and stretching, and all of a sudden I remembered all my dreams at once, just like you remember your lifetime. I don't know if anyone has ever had that happen. And so suddenly I realized that your dream life is a whole different life that you live there. So you have
that's
this
true.
entire life. And while I was kind of in that moment, I realized that they formed a chronology, but it didn't have to do with the order that things happened in. It was a different kind of a chronology.
Because dreams would be a different kind of chronology for sure.
Yeah, so I thought I'd write a tune to try to describe that place in between sleep and wake where the dreams live. And so I took a rhythm. So it's not a straight rhythm. It's more like the golden mean that I'm trying to...
The golden ratio, right?
Yeah, where I'm playing on the accompaniment. And so it's very free form, and hopefully you'll play the dream out of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is called The Sight, right?
The sight, yes.
Yeah. Okay, and so I'm gonna have you count me in so that I know exactly where I am.
Okay.
I'm in a dream. I'm in a
right.
dream.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I consider that, a spiritual tune, not a sad tune. Even though it's in minor key and really slow, it's for me, it's just a different place.
It's a gorgeous tune, man.
Well, thank you.
It's really interesting. And the way that melody floats over what you're playing underneath it, too, is, really, really cool. And have we recorded that tune together?
We have not recorded that. We
got to do that.
Yeah,
we can, we can record stuff over here really easily. And but I mean, what we did earlier too sounded great. You sending it over to me, and I was watching that video, and I realized, because I had my camera on my stand, and there's 2 pages, and so I realized, watching it, that like I'm looking at the page over here, and my right eye is like going, like I look like I'm half cross-eyed in the video, which just made me laugh. Because it'll happen sometimes, if I'm playing, like a lot of times I won't look forward, like I'll look at my fingers, right?
Yeah.
It just kind of like keeps me in the focus, rather than like I'm not looking like this. I can't look at people when I play. So I look at my fingers, and because they're so close, it kind of looks like I'm a little cross.
it's that silly horn player,
So I'll sometimes do videos, for people, and I'll have to do them again because I'm like, oh God, I can't let that.
Well, you played some great stuff on my Nightlight Daylight CD.
Oh, what a beautiful CD that is, too.
Oh, thank you. You just played some wonderful things. And you had a big part in my Acoustic Chef. And yes.
Yeah.
Because introducing me to the Tuvan throat singers, Alash.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, I don't know if you know this, that I just put images of your kitchen up on my YouTube page.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Anybody wondering what my kitchen looks like? It's
go.
on Muriel's YouTube page.
So I just posted the Tuvan Horsemen. So if you go to my YouTube page, or probably just go to YouTube, Tuvan Horsemen, then you'll see us making the lamb dumplings that the guys taught me how to make that are in here. Oh man, are they good? Yeah. And they're singing along, and Future Man's playing. He was there in your kitchen too.
Yep.
And we were all making that, and that was delicious. Wasn't that a great meal?
Yeah. Leoko's been making momos, and they're so delicious, man. One of my favorite things. Yeah, I love dumplings. I'm a dumpling guy. I never knew it. I never knew it growing up. But when I went to Tuva, I had dumpling. I had dumpling soup, and I was like, man, this is amazing. And I don't know that I had ever really had a lot of dumplings before, but I have a favorite place in Canada, in Toronto, called Mother's Dumplings. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Well, that's not something everyone says. When I went to Tuva, then
Right, that's true. Yeah, not many people have gone there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you really got to know these guys, and the Tuvan throat singing that they did with, and it has a similar sound to Mongolian music to me. What do you think?
It's a similar thing, and it's they'll be very clear that they are not Mongolian.
Yes, of course.
And which I understand. It's a distinct culture, but the musical references are similar, but. I can't necessarily distinguish. If you were to play me Mongolian, it's not throat singing. I mean, that's not what they call it, but for all intents and purposes, that's what we call it. It's a folk tradition, and I'm not sure if you played me both side by side, I would necessarily be able to tell. But it's revered. I went a few years ago. I brought a trio over with Jordan Perlson on drums and Felix Pastorius on bass. My wife came, and another friend of ours came. So there were 5 of us, and it took us 42 hours to get there.
Wow.
We flew from here to New York to Russia, to Moscow to Abakan, which is also in Russia. Then from Abakan, there was a 7-hour drive from Abakan to Kazil. And I would go back in a heartbeat. It was unbelievable. Absolutely incredible.
Wow. So it really sounds like an experience.
It was magical. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were there for their throat singing festival, and so a lot has happened since then. Body has been made like ambassador or like the head of. There's an organization now for the preservation of the music, and he's been
Great.
made the guy, you know.
And you'll see him making
my
the
kitchen.
lamb dumplings in your kitchen. That's right. On the Tuva throws it. And also, actually, there's another video that's just being premiered, I think, as we speak, 6:30. It's where we spend our summers in Long Island. So, Jeff, if you come and visit, this is where you'll be, and that imagery is to my tune Two Shores. So maybe after we're finished here, we can both pop over to the YouTube site, or at least I will, for a moment, and if you can leave some more comments, and I'll
right
respond
on.
to comments
Yeah,
there.
I'll check it out later because I've got to go teach at Vanderbilt.
Exactly,
And,
yeah.
I work with a small group over there and been teaching there for 6.5 years, and it's so much fun. So
Right.
much fun, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, your students, I know, appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh well, thanks. I appreciate them too. It's an honor to get to work with them for sure. You know, and they sound amazing.
Okay. Well, I'll say goodbye because I know you've got to go and teach. And
Yeah, I got to
maybe
roll.
I'll hang on for just a minute to say some final so longs. And
Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And Muriel, all the love, and it's great to see you. And hey to Brian, and let's do some more collaborations. Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you
Thank
soon.
you, Jeff.
Thanks again.
Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jeff
Peace.
Coffin. Bye. Well, what a great performer and all around musician, Jeff Coffin. And I'll tell you what, if you want me to do one more tune to kind of close us out, if just one person buys one of Jeff Coffin's albums or downloads, or my Acoustic Chef book, okay, just one person anywhere just picks up one of those, I'll play one more tune to pull you out. Okay, I think we may have some takers here. So, all right, two. So, and you can find them all on my website. And Jeff's is also linked on, or will be in a moment, will be linked on murielanderson.com/now or jeffcoffin.com. So I think in honor of the season, the warm weather finally starting here, I'm going to do one that I call Summer Morning Rain. Okay, so long, and I'll pop over and say hello on the Facebook, or no, sorry, the YouTube page, and hope you enjoy the Two Shores and the Tuvan Horsemen there. Okay, so long, and I'll see you next Monday. I'm having Lawrence Juber as my guest next Monday, so that'll be great fun. All right, see you then.